what did it feel like tonight for you?
Yeah, I mean, it felt amazing. You know, leading up to it, obviously, every basket I felt the buzz in the crowd, and then coming out at the second quarter, I was sitting on 18, and the first play was called, and I just remember walking out, and everybody already got up, so I got a little nervous and hoisted an air ball, but was able to regroup and make the next shot. It's been, you know, sort of surreal. 30,000 is amazing. A lot of points. Obviously, always every milestone makes you reflect a little bit. Reflect on you know, people who helped you, who's been with you all this way. You know, from all the coaches and Cuban, and I mean, all the teammates I had, the fans who went with me through thick and thin. So it's been an amazing ride, and hopefully a couple more baskets are coming, and then it's time to ride off in the sunset.
Rick said, watching you the last couple of days, there was no question it was going to happen tonight. Was that your mindset?
Well, you know, I've been sort of scoring a little slow. The other night was really the first time in the first half since the All-Star break where I had a really good rhythm. But you know, just kept working the last couple of days. You know, Holger's obviously here, and we've been shooting every day, just trying to put in that work and find that rhythm. And today it was kind of like the mindset: go for it. You know, go for it, let it ride. Obviously, a lot of play calls came my way early. Guys kept finding me good spots, and I just said, you gotta let it ride, you gotta go for it. And I was able to get hot really early, and that helped to get it out of the way. You know, you don't want to drag this on. Guys try to feed me, and so it was perfect that way, get it out of the way, and we were able to play a good team game after that.
When did you get the feeling that you had it going?
I guess, you know, I made the first one, and it was a 2, and then the first 3, I was like, why not? You know, let's test it where it's at. And threw that one up, and it went in, and then obviously the next 3 came right after that, and then it was just, you know, just trying to ride it from there. Got a couple free throws, which helped settle down, and then you know, just go from there.
How relieved are you that you finally reached this milestone?
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's leading up to it. There haven't been a lot of great scoring nights after the All-Star break. A couple off shooting nights. It's been a little slow there, but yeah, this was perfect. This is perfect for, you know, the T-shirt night, and everything was kind of planned out perfect. So I'm happy it worked out that way.
When you walk up or shoot around and saw those T-shirts, what'd you think?
Yeah, I didn't like it. Actually. I actually texted Leslie and then said, I'm not sure if I'm liking this. Puts a lot of pressure, obviously, and if it doesn't happen, then it might look silly. But they said, hey, it's just look at it as Dirk week. You know, if it doesn't happen, they can have the shirts and bring them hopefully on Friday. So we rolled with it, and I'm glad it worked out that way.
Dirk, speaking of that pressure, Rick told a story about you before a World Series game, saying that you love the pressure. How do you embrace these moments?
You know, if you're a competitor, you love to compete at the highest level, and you know, the pressure comes with that. You got to embrace it. You got to battle through it at times, and just make the best out of it. That's what I tried. I mean, it's not going to work perfect like that all the time, but today, I just, like I said, felt good in warm-ups, shot the ball really well in warm-ups, and you know, as soon as I touched the first shot, it was going up, and got a great rhythm after that.
You've accomplished a lot of your milestones on the road, so to do this in front of home ground and get that reception, how does that feel?
Yeah, it's almost like it was planned, you know, with all the 8-point games I've been having after the break. It really set it up well for this to happen at home and in this homestand. I'm happy that way. It worked that way, and I'm also happy that we're winning games. You know, that's the number one thing for me as well. Right now, we're still trying to make this playoff push, and we're playing well. And so the main thing is we won the game, and it happened early.
Is it possible to quantify how much Holger's meant to you during this whole process?
Well, I always like to say if I wouldn't have met Holger when I was 15, 16, I'm not sure if I was here at all. You know, maybe I would have gotten other interests. you know, but he made me stick with it. And, he believed in me, and we put a lot of work in. We built a great relationship from the beginning, and it was a little emotional to see him up there with some tears in his eyes. So big moment for him as well, you know. So I'm proud of him, and you know, like I said, he's a great friend, a great mentor.
Dirk, you've heard a lot of roars, NBA Finals roars, playoff roars. Did this one sound or feel any different to you?
Yeah, I mean, leading up to it, like I said, there was just this buzz every time I touched the ball, so that was really exciting for me as well. Everybody kind of wanted it to happen today, and it kind of helped me get even more focused. I didn't talk much today. Usually I'm all over the shop in warm-ups, and I'll try to be focused and lock in and get this over with, so I'm happy it worked that way.
You're only
Dirk,
the third player.
This is such a unique milestone. How long do you celebrate this? Because this team, like you said, is still in the run stretch for the playoff spot. How long do you celebrate this?
I just had a Bud Light. First time in a long time, but you know, not really, not much. You know, tomorrow is obviously a day off, and then Thursday is back to work. Tough back-to-back. As we know, Brooklyn just beat Memphis last night. We know Phoenix has been playing well. They beat Boston last night. I watched a little bit of that. So, you know, back-to-back is coming up, so there's not much time to sit on this one and be happy. So there'll be some celebration of it tonight, and then move forward again.
Dirk, you're only the third to score 30,000 for one team. What does it add to you that they've all come from the Mavericks?
Yeah, I mean, I owe a lot, obviously, to Mark, who believed in me early. You know, when he bought the team and made me his franchise player when I was 24, I think, and stuck with me ever since. You know, when a lot of people said you can't win with him, you can't win with him, he believed in me, and I stayed loyal to him, and it was the rest is history. So very thankful for him giving me that opportunity, and like I said, all the great coaches I played for and teammates. It's been a pleasure.
How do you feel
Thinking
to
about
see Nash and Jet and Jason Kidd and all them wishing?
Yeah, you know, I missed the German one, so I was a little mad. I only saw Tony Kroos at the end, who was a legend, and some of the other guys I missed, and then the English one I saw, which was sweet, obviously. And Nash called me a ball hog. made me laugh. And yeah, I mean, it's been special, the kind of teammates I've had over the years, and obviously, when you're a big guy, you can't really do it alone. You need a lot of guys to set screens for you and give you the ball and put you in a position to score and support you every night. And, so this is as much for them as it is for me.
Just a couple more guys.
Reflecting back a little bit, what about Don Nelson wanting you here so badly, and sort of you guys working together to figure out what your role is in this league?
Well, really, Don and Donnie. You know, Donnie was kind of the guy who found me, and he was my assistant coach at that Hoop Summit game back in the days, and so he saw me kind of there. And you know, and Don, when I came here, you know, always say he just gave me a lot of freedom, a lot of confidence to play my game. You know, he was all about mismatches, and I kind of fit perfectly in his mold. You know, so he let me do his thing. And I always say there's not a lot of coaches who wanted a guy to dribble up and shoot three at 7 feet, but he was the perfect coach for me at the beginning to kind of get this going, get my feet wet, get some confidence, and you know. And then Avery came and really pushed me in other areas. You know, be a better all-around player, be a better rebounder, help on defense here and there, just go on the block and learn how to do a couple moves down there. And then Rick came, and I think he kind of opened it all back up for me, and so I've been fortunate to work with 3 great coaches.
Out of the 30,000 points, which is the most memorable field goal bucket for you?
Tough one. I mean, obviously game winners are always special. You'll always remember those. The playoffs obviously doesn't count in those, which usually those are the ones you remember. Regular season ones, yeah, usually just the game winners are fun, and you always remember those.
happened to that
Last
score in
one,
the second
last
half?
Sorry?
What happened to the score in the second half?
Guys kept stop passing to me. And then, always going for theirs. It was kind of surreal for me. I kind of didn't really have that same edge anymore. I think after